Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I wanted to do an update on Sndl. I was so focused on Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, GameStop, BB. There's a list of them. They're all not coming to me right now. I just did a video about them, but kind of exhausted from all that mess. I sold out of some of my stuff this morning, so thank God I got in on that. But in the lieu of doing that, I was checking my account and saw Sndl was up over $1. I think right at the moment that I looked at it, it was at $1. Unfortunately, Robinhood still is kind of foobarred right now from all the other action. So I can't even get into that, but I'm looking at it here on my phone. I still have my 120 shares. Cost basis of 61 cents. It looks like the high for the day was 136 and a low of 85 cents. So that would have been a good trade to get in 85, and if you're looking at it that way, for and sell it for 136. I've been sitting on this one for quite some time. I've made a couple videos about it. I even made, I think, my first video on it. I would have to look back and see when that was. But I referred to this one as a POS, which at the time it was a POS, and I think it was hovering around 60, 61 cents for quite some time. I think it actually even took a dip down to 50 cents after I bought mine. And I was just kind of pissed at the stock at the moment, because when I got in, or shortly before that, it was talks of it going to $1, and I'll try to link all those in the description so you can go back and watch those. I got a bunch of comments on it. I don't think some people agreed with me, but at the time I was just stating my emotion on Sndl. But it looks like I bought most of mine back in December, at the latter part of November, first part of December, first week or two. But as you can see, it's kind of ran up and now it's kind of coming back down, so I'm interested to see what this is going to do now. Maybe all the Robinhooders and other retail investors that got shut down with GameStop and the other ones are maybe working on this one now. I don't know. I had it on my list. I had heard some talk yesterday when all those other ones were getting ran up. I mean, even if you look at the volume on it right now, on Sndl, it's up above 1 billion shares being traded right now. Oh, and here's an alert on my phone on Robinhood. You can close out your position in this stock, but you cannot purchase additional shares. So they're probably thinking this is the next target. I'll bet that's why it's coming back down, but I'm going to keep watching this because it's up over 1 billion shares being traded right now. So I think there was one day, I'm not sure when it was, it was trading over at 2 billion shares at one time. I can remember that day, and everybody was piling into this one. So I'm sure that's what's going on. I'm going to be making some other videos probably later today, just kind of voicing my opinion on the shutdown. I mean, as you can see over here, Bed Bath & Beyond is still up. AMC, I think I sold out of mine at like $13. I kept some Nokia, and GameStop is still up there. That's about where I sold out, but I just saw it dropping and I was like, oh, I'm out. So, but I have a couple other articles here, but that might shed some light on Sndl, the increase as well. As you know, and follow my channel, the blue wave is going to do wonders for the MJ field. But this says the blue wave doesn't guarantee green for Sndl growers. It still just really doesn't have a good reputation. It's kind of like Tilray at one time. when Tilray ran up, if you followed that one a couple years ago. I didn't have any. I still don't have any of Tilray, but I think Sndl's pretty popular and still doesn't really have a good reputation, but I could be wrong, but I'm just going by what I've studied on it. So this kind of goes over many skeptics didn't have a comfortable feel for Sndl growers. I got in, I think, because of the hype and because it was cheap at the time. I think when I first started watching it, it was like 50 cents. And I was like, well, I got these other MJ stocks, may as well try this one at 50 cents. And then I just kept buying a little bit more, so I'm up to 120 shares. No big loss. I'm up above my cost basis, so I've made a little bit of money on it. But anyway, moving forward with the article, feel free to pause that and read the rest for yourself. There was something I was going to read down here. So why Biden is a wild card for Sndl stock throughout the election cycle. Many media pundits have stated that people weren't necessarily voting for Biden, but rather against Trump. That made sense on multiple levels. Frankly, Biden has never inspired me. He just appeared like the adult in the room. Of course, that bar was set fairly low given the current president's prodigious tweeting and sometimes implacable behavior. Personally, I thought that Trump simply exercised a little bit of restraint and focused more on professional leadership. He could have won this election. But that also brings up risk factor for Sndl stock that has enjoyed such a strong narrative boost from the political landscape. Biden has never been big on marijuana. Indeed, as a Washington Post reminded us, Biden built part of his political career on being known as a fighter in the war on drugs. So kind of interesting how kind of flip-flopping that now. Supporting legislation as a senator that set harsh penalties for some drug offenses. And if you whether you're for Biden or Trump, if you follow Trump at all, I follow both of them. His last day, I can't remember how many people he released. I think Lil Wayne was one of them. A couple rappers were released with that deal also in regards to MJ. But feel free to pause the video and read the rest there for yourself. I just have a couple more articles, and again, this is on Yahoo Finance. And my computer's kind of overloaded with TD and Robinhood. So maybe they'll open here, maybe not. But anyway, I'm going to be making some other videos on how we need to voice our opinion about getting shut down on Robinhood. I mean, hedge funds buy big funds and everything all the time, and probably going to be working on some videos. I've seen some other YouTubers doing it, so we can voice our opinion. And just as you saw, Robinhood is shutting me out of Sndl, and I still can't get into it, so even if I wanted to sell it. But here's another article, the latest one. Sndl entered a $60 million revolving credit agreement to refinance debt held by Sndl. This could be another reason why it's going up a little bit. I also made a video on this THCX. That's an ETF. You actually get a dividend on that one. So if you like MJ stocks and like a little bit of a safer play, go ahead and check those out. I'll try to link all those in the description. Sndl Global said Friday it entered a revolving credit agreement with Canadian Private Debt Fund for up to $60 million. 47, this is actually Canadian, 60 million or 47 million US that it will use to refinance more expensive debt held by Sndl growers. The credit facility carries an interest rate per annum of greater than 10%, or the Toronto Dominion Bank's prime rate from time to time, plus 7.55% calculated daily and payable monthly. The debt held by Sndl has an interest rate of 14% annum. This committed revolving credit facility will enable the company to substantially reduce its cost of capital while providing increased liquidity with which to finance Sndl's continuing revenue growth and increase its operating flexibility. Chief Executive Shai Altman said in a statement in December, Sndl closed the acquisition of a special purpose vehicle for 58.9 million cash Canadian. The special purpose vehicle owns 58.9 million of senior secured debt issued by Sndl. And so then it just kind of goes to Market Watch. Feel free to go ahead and look it up there just to save time on the video here. Just wanted to do an update on Sndl. The price is still hovering around 83 cents. It's still trading up over $1 billion. It says you still cannot. You can close out your position in the stock, but you cannot purchase additional shares. So, kind of a crazy day. And here's another article that I found: is Sndl growers planning a splashy deal? Recent merger involving MJ Giants Tilray and Afria, and I did a video on that a while back, is one of the largest deals in the industry that has seen in a while, but with 2021 looking challenging for the economy as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to create uncertainty, there could be more consolidation to come this year, especially in if the markets crash and if it gets more difficult for MJ companies to raise money. One company MJ investors should keep a close eye on is Sndl growers. In its most recent earnings report, Sndl dropped a small amount but significant hint that it could be a buyer or a seller in a potential transaction, and the company has been busy since then, suggesting that something big could be on the horizon. And it's currently just hovering around 83 cents, so hopefully it doesn't go any below that. And this just kind of goes over the deal that's going on with Sndl. Sndl could end up being the acquiree in a transaction. So there's just lots of speculating out there going on with Sndl. I'm still optimistic about it. I'm above my cost basis, so as long as it stays there, I'll be happy. I kind of put this one on the back burner. I got into some penny stocks, if you follow my channel. And then the big craze that's been going on since Friday with the retail investors tug of war with big hedge funds. So, but that's a done deal for me. So this is back on my radar now. So, and then it says here, should you invest in Sndl today? In just 3 months, shares of Sndl have soared more than 260%, largely due to those recent developments and the recent election results where 5 states passed MJ reform. And that's another reason why I'm holding it and holding it for the long term. As time goes on, more and more states become legal, and especially with the reform going on and the talk of decriminalization, this could be a $2, $3, $5, $10 stock. Who knows? Just speculating. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, and I don't tell you when to buy or sell. Just going over some of the stocks and ideas, and including 4 that were legalized MJ for recreational use: Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, and South Dakota. The Horizons MJ Life Sciences ETF has jumped 78% during the same time frame. And I don't think I have any of that one yet. There is another ETF out there. I think I have about 50 shares. It's just called MJ. I've had that one for a couple years. I think my cost basis on it was $28 at one time. Last time I looked, it was $19 or $20 range. But I haven't looked at that one lately. And back to tip ranks. This is still showing it at 87. Still showing a moderate sell. And 30 cents. I think that's what it's been at for a while. Now this is actually, they changed the high to 40 cents. So anyway, that's it for Sndl. I hadn't made a recent update on Sndl. Again, you can't do anything on Robinhood with it besides close out the position, and it's on the way back up to 90 cents. So I hope this one keeps pumping. The volume's up to 1,110,000,000 shares being traded, so maybe it'll get back up over $1. Maybe it'll hit a new high of $1.50. Who knows? So I'm in this one for the long run. If you're wanting to know what I'm going to do with it, I still have hopes for this company, and we will see if it can turn itself around. So again, if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that for me, and go ahead and subscribe. I got more videos coming out later today. I usually release a couple every day, and top issues and top stocks to trade, and I got a lot of other ideas in the works to be released here soon. So again, I thank you for all the support on the channel. I thank you for all the likes, the comments. Those are awesome. Comments are always welcome, whether they're positive, negative. Just don't get too nasty in the comments, and everybody can learn from it. And I thank you for subscribing. Go ahead and hit that bell so you're notified when the next one come out. And thank you for supporting the channel. Again, this is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. We'll see you on the next one. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.